Sounds good. All right, y'all, this is gonna be so much fun. The Got It From My Mama podcast is one of the fastest growing podcasts on all streaming platforms. Host Jennifer Vickery Smith, she's been covering entertainment in Music City for 15 years. She's done outlets as Entertainment Tonight, ET, Access Hollywood. She can be seen right here on WSMV here in Nashville, and she is the mom of rising country star Connor Smith. We're so excited about this. On the podcast, she's interviewed mothers of artists from Thomas Rhett to Kelsey Ballerini to the Jonas Brothers, and today she has two extra special guests for you. Live podcast recording is about to happen right here on this stage. Y'all make some noise for Jennifer Vickery Smith.
Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to actually see that people showed up. I'm Jennifer. I'm so happy to be here. How many of you have actually heard of the Got It From My Mama podcast? It's brand new. It's okay if you haven't. We started about 6 months ago. We have 20 episodes out now with moms of all the artists that you love. Thomas Rhett, Kelsey Ballerini, Lauren Elena, Hardy. Actually, I think Hardy's mom might be here. I saw her this week and she said, I'm coming. Are you here or are you too shy to raise your hand? Anyway, she's sweet. That episode's on there. And then there's a really fun episode with my son, Connor, right, new country artist, and myself on there. So I hope you'll all go listen. A lot of you have cards in your hand where you can just hit the QR code to easily start following the podcast, which we would love for you to do. We also video these. They end up on YouTube, so you can watch the podcast as well or listen on any streaming platform, follow along on Instagram, all the things. If you flip that card over, our presenting sponsor is Bareface, an incredible skincare company, and they are offering all of you today a 15% off discount when you order for them. I am loving this line. It is really awesome and works quickly, which is the best part. But the code is going to be MAMA15. So if you're not with us today and you're listening to the podcast, MAMA15. Okay, so when I first decided kind of got this idea to do the podcast, I was thinking that if I interviewed the moms of country music artists, I would have to have LeClaire Bryan. I mean, she's everybody's favorite mom in country music. So I reached out to Caroline, who's a friend of mine, and I said, okay, if I do this, do you think LeClaire will say yes? And she said, I can talk her into that. So today's the day. Please help me welcome Caroline Bryan and her mother-in-law, LeClaire Bryan. Look at the fat head somebody brought of LeClaire. That's amazing. Okay, y'all have a seat right here. This is awesome. Okay, I don't know if you heard it, but some ladies in the front just yelled, I'm so glad you went with the blue. Because if you saw it earlier this week, they posted on Instagram a little try-on. We're getting the lipstick off our
lipstick
teeth.
check.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, here's your mic, dear. You're gonna hold on to that. Surely you've learned that through the years with Luke, right? How to hold a microphone.
I think she already tried to hit me.
The thing is, I can't hear in my left ear.
Oh, so I'm on the wrong side, aren't I?
You're on
I'll
the
just,
wrong-
if I yell, are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, hold that microphone way up close to your mouth there.
Close.
There we go. Welcome, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for saying yes. Is she not everybody's favorite country music mama? We love her.
I love it. I love them all.
I know you do. You're so good to all the fans. So, Caroline, I mean, we know mother-in-laws happen to get kind of a bad rap, right? Mother-in-laws in general. I, like you, have a fabulous mother-in-law, and you are blessed with one as well. But tell us about this chemistry. How do you guys make this work to be what appears to be an amazing mother-in-law, daughter-in-law relationship?
Oh, stop. No, well, honestly, we get asked every day, is this a put on? Are y'all faking it? And I'm like, unfortunately, no. It's absolutely.
It's the real truth.
It is. This is just how we act. We're very open, we're very honest. And on the way here, she hugged me and said, you look so pretty. And I said, well, 2 hours ago, you said F off. So I swear, I was like, thank you. But that's just us. I don't know.
I would never tell her to F off.
Oh my gosh, she's lying in front of everybody and Jesus already. It's been 2 minutes in.
She's going to ask for forgiveness
Give me a moment.
at the end. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Caroline, how did Luke prepare you when you were dating to come home and meet the family? What did he let you know to expect from the family?
Ooh.
Ooh, ooh is the right word. He said everybody, like I just said, he told me, and this is when I was 18, 19, he's like, my family's extremely open. And I will tell a story about you, if that's okay.
I don't
That's
care
what
what
we're
you
here
do.
for.
No, this is, hey, she can get me back, but this is the absolute truth. Swear on my children. So the first time I went home with Luke, 19, he has a show in his hometown and he invites me. I'm like, okay, well, so he was busy all day. So I spent the day with her planting flowers. And then she told me I ate all of her cashews and she hoped I had a horrible stomach ache. But later that night, Luke left for sound check. And so I'm upstairs, I take a shower, drying my hair, and the bathroom door swings open. And here she comes. I'm like, hey, this is the first time I've hung out with her. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? And she starts talking, and then she proceeds to sit on the toilet and tinkle. And my mom is the complete opposite. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? So I just kept going, and from then on, I've just kept going. But she,
I had to
oh my God.
tinkle.
If you got to go, you got to go.
We probably had one bathroom, so if you got to go, you got to go.
That's right. What do you remember about Caroline when Luke told you, kind of he was dating this girl, she might be the one?
Now
What were
you
your
got
thoughts?
to remember, this is how many years ago?
It's a long time. I'm asking you to go way back.
I'm trying to think how old I was back then. Really. Luke told me, he said, Mama, I have met the girl that I'm going to marry. Aww. He said, I love her so much, and when you see her eyes, you're going to understand why. The most beautiful,
Sweet.
If y'all could see them up close, open them up.
My eyes are open.
They are absolute crystal blue.
Open them
They're
up.
beautiful. They're beautiful. She's beautiful to me.
She's being sweet.
Oh, I truly mean it. If I didn't like her, I wouldn't tell her,
Give her an hour, she'll tell me again to
if she wasn't as pretty as she is, I wouldn't care, because she's so good to me. And it doesn't matter how you look, it's how you're treated.
Look at that. So sweet. LeClaire, tell us about Luke as a child. How would you describe his personality? What are some things that you remember about Luke as a young child?
Apparently, Jesus did something to Luke before he was born, because he has never stopped 1 minute, never. Wide open from the get-go. I mean, you can't stop him. You can't stop him now.
Was he rebellious as a child? Was he strong-willed?
No, just full of mischief and full of fun and playing.
Yeah, I wonder where he gets it from.
That's what I was about to say. I'd say that's what he got from his mama.
Yeah.
I mean, if you couldn't find him, just go to the woods and keep hollering Luke, and you'd find him somewhere in the woods hidden.
That's how it works for you now, right, Caroline?
That's how I found him now. Yeah.
He was real sweet. He didn't have a mean bone in his body, and he doesn't now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just kind and fun, and he's real loving.
Yeah, and he does some really good things for you. He takes care of you, doesn't he?
Oh, my goodness. If we got all day, we leave here at 9 o'clock tonight, and I won't be through.
Oh, my goodness. Tell me about some of the experiences that you have been able to enjoy yourself because of the gifts that Luke's been given, his platform, everything from travel and getting to go out to American Idol and being the star of Crash My Playa.
I'm gonna call it like Luke does. It's been a trip. Yeah. I've gotten to do things that I never would have gotten to do. like go to Hawaii with American Idol, go to the Dominican Republic with the whole family, the Bahamas, Steamboat, Colorado, I love. We go.
You go. You don't miss out on too much, do you?
It's all of us. We just go. Luke will call and say, Mama, get your shit together. We're leaving. He don't know it takes me a while to get my shit together. Don't he?
It takes a while.
It takes 2 weeks.
He called me. I was coming up here Wednesday.
Oh, Lord.
I got a phone call from Luke Sunday. One of those get your shit together calls. Get to Whispering Pines the best way you can. I'm coming in the helicopter to get you Tuesday morning.
So just last week he picked you up in a helicopter?
Huh?
Earlier this week he picked you up in a helicopter?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Luke driving.
Oh.
No.
Kenny drives.
No.
But that's the way you should see how I packed. 2 pair of cut-off blue jeans, some tank tops, and a pair of sneakers.
Don't need much more than that. Somehow you showed up today looking like a movie star, though.
That's her.
She did a
We
good job.
wear the same size shoes.
Yeah, I think half my shoes are gone. Watches, shoes, purses. I'll borrow these and I'll never see them again.
Okay, take us back to when did all of this prank stuff start? I mean, I know you have always been funny, and you probably have she's gonna...
Get my Xanax.
She's getting ready.
My Xanax.
I'm guessing...
She lost an earring. Hold on. I don't like
Does anybody want a pair of clip-ons?
Hold those.
You got some takers.
I'm gonna auction them off.
There you go. So, Caroline, how did the pranking begin with LeClaire in the family? And we love them, but we're nervous for you, LeClaire.
Well, I officially promised her that I can't scare her anymore because I've scared her a couple of times.
It's all over.
And
For good.
no, but just aggravating her, just the look on her face is, it's priceless.
No more air horns or the sudden things that scare you to death, right?
Well, I wouldn't promise that. I won't have Luke attacked anymore. So
No, they've
about killed her.
actually caused me to have some deep-rooted mental problems. And guess who's gonna have to look after me when I get much older?
There you go. If you guys haven't seen that one, you've got to go look it up. It's everywhere. But it is a prank that a lot of people were in on. But basically, they talk about the stalker that Luke had, and then he tells his mom, "Oh no, there she is," while they're on this golf course, and the fake stalker tackles Luke, and guess who comes and tackles the stalker? LeClaire did. Yeah.
Don't bother my baby.
Oh no. That was impressive.
I was gonna smush her.
But for those of you who've seen the video, though, my favorite part, she takes that cigarette and she
one last
slings
puff.
it down. Yeah.
She takes one last puff and goes,
wasn't gonna waste a good one.
The funniest thing is, what's his name, was standing over there, and I'm thinking, do something, help me. And he's just standing there with his phone. I didn't know he was videoing the whole thing. And I'm wanting some help.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
I thought, well, drop the phone and come here and help me.
Okay, now is this a rumor or is this true? But tell us about these matching tattoos between the two of you. Is that true?
yeah.
Well,
We do have one.
what are they of?
The Redbirds.
Oh, the Redbirds from, okay. And they're matching. So y'all got those?
Well, all of us have it. It's my daughter that passed away.
Yes. Okay. So that represents your sweet daughter. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So-
I love it. Did y'all go together and get those done?
We did.
Yep.
It was at the
We
house
got them
in
done
Florida.
together.
Yeah. That's
We were-
pretty sweet.
We were somewhere.
Yeah.
At the beach.
Yeah. I went and got it done. That's awesome. You mentioned your daughter, and I know that you have.
Driving me crazy.
What do we got going on over here?
Her earrings. Just put them in your pocket.
Oh, the earrings. Oh, every good grandmother hands you a mint. Thank you. Thank you. But I wanted to talk about those sweet grandchildren of yours. You know, Till played baseball with my son Connor for just a little bit.
That's what Caroline said. He is the sweetest.
Oh, we love that boy so much. He's so sweet.
He's still a baby to me.
Oh, I'm sure.
But he's 6 foot something.
Yeah, I can remember when he would run the bases, Caroline would lean over at me and she's like, he runs like a giraffe because he's so tall.
He grew so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a baby giraffe just trying to keep up. But now, I mean,
exactly.
His legs caught up.
He's very kind,
Yes.
very kind.
We want to keep everything happy and positive today, but what did it mean to you, LeClaire, when you saw Luke and Caroline step in to help and support your family the way that they did?
Oh, it's just amazing. I mean, what do you do?
Right.
And they literally just, here we are. Mm-hmm. Let's keep it all together.
Yeah.
And it's just been, thank you.
Played a big role in keeping that family together.
I mean, everybody was so heartbroken.
Right.
And thank the good Lord that Luke and Caroline literally just opened their home and their hearts and took them in.
Yeah, they did. They did a great job. They did a great job. You've got an amazing family. And that doesn't just happen. That comes from the mama, for sure. Well, I always love to ask this question. It's the name of the podcast, but what would you say that Luke got from his mama?
Well, it wasn't singing. Probably that just the way I am. I'm like Luke. When I was young, I was like Luke, wide open. You just get up in the morning, get out of the bed, and go. And sometimes you crash, and then you get up and keep going. You gotta go. You got to enjoy life.
Yeah.
I mean, fish, hunt, go play bowling, go play basketball. Just go. I'm not gonna sit in the house and color one of them old folks' books. I'm not.
That might be the motivation for fishing, hunting, and loving every day. He does it good, doesn't he?
I love it too. That's where he got it from.
Yeah, I believe it. Do you have a favorite song of Luke's? A favorite song of Luke's?
All of them. I still go back to Country Girl, Shake It For Me.
Oh, you can't beat that. That's for sure.
I still clean the house with that song. Get you motivated.
There you go. That's the advice us ladies are going to take home today. We're going to turn on Country Girl Shake It For Me while we clean the house. There we go. That's awesome. So one of the big questions, I did a little poll on our Got It From My Mama Instagram, and I got so many great questions from people. But the overriding one that I know that Caroline gets as well is, would you guys ever consider doing a reality TV show? We'd watch, wouldn't we?
Somewhere down the line, we probably would.
You would?
Yeah, because we get along so good and we just love being together.
Yeah.
Well, why not do something fun?
Oh, I almost feel like y'all are keeping a secret from us. Is this already in the works?
Nothing is in the
Nothing.
No.
Don't get real excited.
Nothing's in the works. Nothing's in the works.
How would you feel about that, Caroline? You've done such a great job of balance with your boys and all of the fame and everything that's gone on. I mean, your boys you've raised are just incredible kids and seem so unaffected by all the stuff.
Oh, I don't know. We're just so super, like when Luke's not on the road or doing his stuff, we're super private.
Yeah.
And everybody tells us, man, y'all suck at Instagram because we don't constantly do those selfies or like, hey, look at, that's kind of like family time. So I don't know. I mean, it would be something that if we ever did something like that, it would be a big step that we're not totally comfortable with.
It would definitely be a cooking show.
Oh, yeah, because I suck at cooking, and she likes to tell me that every day.
She can't cook.
Yes.
I've seen you criticize her.
I'm not that bad.
What were y'all doing, some ground beef recently or something, and you didn't even like the way
she turned my stove off. I know. We're both having like a ground beef competition for like some chili, and all of a sudden my stove has been cut off.
No, I hid the ground beef. You couldn't find it.
or you put it back in the freezer or something.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't
She couldn't
cooking right. And I'm
find
like,
her
I
ground
know that
beef.
you sabotaged my ground beef.
But I do have to tell you a cute story that happened just yesterday.
Oh, I want to hear
Oh,
it.
God.
When I go to Luke's, I want to fish a lot.
Yeah.
So there's about 1,000 fishing poles at Luke, but none of them work anymore. They're destroyed by boys,
Teenagers, right? Yep.
all the children. So I run to Walmart Sunday, got a fishing pole, got 2 little fishing poles, spinning reels. People know what they were, spinning reels. Got me a little tackle box because I needed it. Got me a new pair of pliers. Get a phone call late yesterday afternoon. Mama, where are you? Bo, I'm down here at the dock fishing, just brim fishing, having a good time sitting there eating cashews and drinking a Coke. All of a sudden he shows
And the
up.
cashews are back in the story. Don't touch our
I see the theme.
cashews.
So, I'm actually relaxing. All of a sudden, Bo shows up. He comes down and says, Mama, please, can I have that fishing pole? I just caught 1 fish. Bo, come on. I just got my fishing pole. But Mama, please, yeah, you can have it. He said he was going fishing on the creek. So he looked down in my little tackle box and he said, oh, I need these pliers too. So by the time he left, I didn't have nothing. I'm just sitting there.
You didn't have anything to fish with.
Then Luke and Caroline show up and she takes my pole. The other pole.
Yeah, well, I took her pole and I wasn't paying attention because, I don't. And she had her little bait all set out on the
Hot
ground.
dogs, weenies.
She had her little hot dog set out on the ground.
Listen
And
what
I
she-
walk up like the dork that I am. I'm like, hey, what's up? She goes, oh my God, you stomped on my bait. And I had stepped all over her bait. And
All over the hot dogs.
all over.
The weenies I had
just
cut
ruined it.
up.
So I got another F you then, but,
We had a good time.
and then we sat down and fished and we had a good
We
time.
had a great time. Just fishing.
Caroline, what's one of your favorite stories of either funny or tender, but something with LeClaire of experiences that you guys have had together?
Our funniest story? Oh, God. There's been anything from Ross being thrown into a tree to us fighting over me accidentally making a big biscuit when I was trying to make cornbread. That was our biggest fight, was Thanksgiving. I was trying to make cornbread, and I was so stupid.
Don't even listen to her. Here we
I
go.
know my truth.
I was totally innocent, tending to my own shit, and she looks at me and says, I'm the reason she made the cornbread with flour.
I put flour instead of cornmeal, and I made this big ass biscuit.
The funniest looking stuff you've ever seen.
It was awful. And then Luke fried his first turkey, and it was crispy. So it was literally like the Griswolds Thanksgiving. Everybody's chewing, and then there's this big biscuit, and she made beans, and so it was a quiet Thanksgiving. And
The dressing to go with the crispy turkey was,
the dressing was very soupy.
and the turkey was exploded.
Pretty much.
One of those big old turkey cookers, and Luke put that turkey in there, and he said, "Poof."
It's true. So that's probably even though we fought, that's probably one of my favorite memories to think about, because you can't make this crap up. That's exactly what happened.
It's okay. I'm over it.
I love it. Well, we have a special treat for you because we have some mics where we're going to allow a little audience participation. So if you guys are open to it, we're going to allow a few of the audience members to come up to ask a question. So
I love
we
it.
have time just to take a few, but I think we've already got somebody at the mic over here who's ready to go. Hi, tell us your name and where you're from.
Okay, ladies, why is skincare so confusing? I feel like I've used a hodgepodge of whatever the so-called latest and greatest products are, or just whatever my friends were loving at the time. until I discovered Barefaced. I first started following Barefaced on Instagram, and I've learned so much. The company was founded by a nurse practitioner who is passionate about providing simple, science-backed education, but she also shares valuable insight on both life and business and is a mama of 4, and you know we love that. What's really unique and helpful is their team of skincare specialists that you can text for complimentary consults and to answer any skin questions. It's like getting a professional recommendation from the comfort of your couch. This is how I know exactly what to use for my skin type. You can text them too. Their number is on their Barefaced Instagram, and I'll put the number in the show notes as well. The most important thing is to understand your unique skin type, and the Barefaced Skin Quiz makes it easy to figure out in just 5 minutes. Head over to their Instagram @Barefaced to take the skin quiz and to find a wealth of information on all things skincare. Hey, here's the best part. Got It From My Mama podcast listeners can get 15% off their first purchase by using code MAMA15.
Yes, I'm Jamie King from Jonesboro, Arkansas. And first of all, I love y'all. Y'all make me laugh every single day. And it's so exciting to follow you. But second of all, the question I have for you is, what's the thing that you love the most about Luke? And what's the thing that drives you crazy about Luke?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Do you want to go for it?
Tell me exactly what she said.
What do you love most about Luke and what drives you crazy about Luke? What do you love most about Luke and what drives you crazy about Luke?
What do I love most about Luke? Because he's still my baby.
Yeah.
He's my little baby. And he always will be. And he still drives me crazy. I mean, when I call him on the phone, he says, "What's up?" He doesn't say, "Hey, Mama, how you doing? What's up? What you need?" Drives me nuts. But he's always will be my precious baby.
He's good to his mama.
Oh,
Yep.
definitely,
Yep.
definitely. So
Caroline,
is
did you want to
Caroline.
participate?
Well, Luke just has a big heart. He truly does. He's loyal, and every day he still makes me laugh. Even if I'm mad at him, he knows exactly how to crack me up, and it works. And what drives me crazy is he slurps his coffee. You've heard him. He slurps his coffee, and I'm like, "Stop, please, just stop."
He drank 3 cups this morning, so he was a little
He was
ready
jittery.
to go.
Was Luke nervous about today, about LeClaire and what she might say?
He's always nervous about us. He's like, "Please behave."
That's just what we do.
It's just how it is. That's right.
You should be there in the morning first thing.
Oh.
We don't speak.
Luke has already raided the coffee pot. So Caroline and I get up, we meet in the kitchen and we say, "Do it."
We don't speak. We're like, "Hey."
We say,
Until we
Don't
put our
even-
coffee, we don't speak.
we don't speak at all.
You gotta have it. And he had drink it all?
Well, you have to Keurig thing, you know.
Oh, okay.
But we growl at each other and
Yeah.
go on about our business.
Thank you for asking a question.
Yes.
Oh,
And one thing on my bucket list is to have a selfie with you two. So if you have time afterwards and you're willing, I would love it. So thank you.
you will get it.
Thank you.
And for participating in our live podcast, we have a gift bag for you. Bailey from my team is going to come bring it to you. All right, who's next to step up to the mic with a question? Oh, I see over here. The lights are bright, so y'all are just kind of shadows.
Oh,
So.
excuse me, but it is that one.
Yeah, it's bright. It is, yeah.
Hi there. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm Susan and I'm from Florida. I just wanted to say, first of all, your pranks are amazing. I especially love the one where you jump out of the kitchen cabinet. I mean, that one is just like completely priceless. So I also wanted to say I'm going to Luke's fan club party tomorrow, and I want to see if you have any pull in getting me a picture.
Okay.
I don't know. I have to check. I don't know. I'll tell you.
I can't hear. I'm deaf.
Her favorite prank was the one where she jumped out of the cabinet, is what she said.
I wasn't there for that. Thank
Okay, but
God.
you saw that one, yeah. That would scare me too. Thank you. I hope
But
you get your
thanks,
picture
you guys, for all you
tomorrow.
do and sharing your life with us.
There we go.
I love it.
Okay, let's see. Over on this mic again. Tell us your name and where you're from.
Hey, my name's Terry. I'm actually from Lee County. So, hi, Miss LeClaire.
Georgia?
Yes.
What
In the house. I know Luke was really involved in music theater in high school, and I really want to know, also fishing on the Muckalee, so I really want to know what your favorite memory of him as a teenager is. And I would also like a selfie with you.
I enjoyed Annie Get Your Gun at the high school. Excuse me. Luke was the lead singer. And it was 3 nights in a row. And what she's talking about, Luke was really involved with the theater and what they did in high school. And it was just wonderful to go 3 nights in a row and see your son.
I get that. Did you know then when you would see him up on stage as a high schooler, did you know then that there was a special gift there that he could use to go to a bigger platform?
I knew that when Luke was a tiny baby. I mean, you've heard me say, I rocked Luke all the time, and I hummed Rock of Ages, and before he could talk, he could hum Rock of Ages.
That's pretty special. Yeah.
But he's always been an entertainer.
Yeah.
You know, always been an entertainer.
The baby of the family too got a lot of attention, didn't he?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, who's up to the mic next?
My name is Sherry Bailey, and I live here in White House, Tennessee. And every year we go down to Panama City for a vacation. Oh. And I have always heard that you live in Mexico Beach. I've never seen you out. I've always wondered how your house is doing after the hurricane.
How's your house after the hurricane?
Oh, it took a year, but it got repaired, and it's better than it was. And if you want to see me in Mexico Beach, you got to go to the canal, because I'll be fishing.
My granddaddy owned a place on 3rd Street down there, and we always grew up down there in the summertime. But I will look you up once I get back.
Okay.
And on my bucket list, I would like a picture as well.
You're so kind. And like I said, come to the canal about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll be there.
I will come next year.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much. Step on up to the mic.
Hi. I'm Sue. I'm from Pinole, California. And I want to say, Caroline, you're beautiful. And LeClaire, it's been on my bucket list to have a drink with you.
Uh-oh.
Let's go have a beer.
Well, it'll have to be late in the afternoon.
Okay, you tell me the time and we'll go.
There you go. You guys have a lot of bucket lists out there. I need to do better making one. All right, and I think we have time for another question. Hi.
Hi, I'm Amy from New Orleans. And I just had a question. What's your craziest travel story with Luke and the boys?
Your craziest travel story of traveling with Luke and the boys.
Oh, you mean out on a concert?
Yeah, or maybe just some of the places you've gotten to go, or maybe being at a show, either way.
Oh, I had a fabulous time in the Dominican Republic. That is my favorite.
That was your favorite trip?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the one to Hawaii.
Oh, I bet.
The American Idol, because I was with Katie and Lionel and Luke and all them. I mean, it was just fun.
What did you think when Luke and Caroline told you that he was going to do American Idol? That's a big deal.
I have to go back to that because I was at Luke and Caroline's at the beach.
Yep.
And I was sitting down there at my little camper. They bought me a little camper, and that was my private bedroom. And Caroline walked down there, and she said, Mama, I just don't know about Luke doing this American Idol stuff. What do you think? I said, Luke is doing this because he's always wanting to make things better for y'all. It's not about Luke, it was about the family and doing stuff to make it better for them. And everybody loves it. Everybody's I know it's hard on Caroline, not having, but it's been hard on Caroline since she married Luke.
Just add it to the list.
I mean, but Luke's gone. She's there with the children.
Yeah.
And she's been amazing. And
I heard you talk about that, though, Caroline. That was a little bit of a surprise to you, the whole American. You were a little bit hesitant about what you guys were getting yourself to in that one.
Well, anytime you involve the whole LA stuff, you just get a little, I mean, I was scared, but it's gone smoother than I ever thought. So, but I was scared and I was, but then it's been fine. But if you want to hear one of my craziest stories, I'll keep it short. Luke likes to surprise me with not the whole truth. So he, obviously loves to fish, hunt, and I have a family of boys. I've been on so many fishing and hunting trips. Well, this one year, it's Luke's birthday, so he gets to pick. He tells me, we're gonna go on this 5-star fishing trip. There's gonna be this nice hotel, you can go play around, there's a spa. Okay, I'm like, oh, sure, let's go. We show up, hop into a boat. I'm on a boat for 8 hours. Swear to God, burned. We get to the site. It's a camping site. So we crawl through bushes. Tate has cut his leg. There is no indoor plumbing. Our shower was a spring that was 55 degrees. And so I pretty much had to tinkle in a bush for 2.5 days and sleep on a cot this big with Tate, and Tate, our child, kicks. And so we had to, straight up camping. There was no glamping. There was no resort. I was like, he did it again. He got me. And then he told us once as we're going down a river, like our guide goes, yeah, this is where like 100 people have died. I'm like, the hell? I was like, Luke, he did it again. But
Nothing 5-star about that then.
No, which, I mean, I don't even care about 5-star, but at least indoor plumbing. Just give me a toilet. I'll bathe in a spring. Just give me a toilet. But, so that's one of a few of the things he's done.
That's a pretty good travel story. Okay, I think we have time for one more question.
Hello, my mom went to the Vegas show. She said it was the greatest time ever. What is your favorite gambling to do?
She likes slots.
Slot machines?
She likes slots.
In Vegas, what do you love to do in Vegas?
Give me a slot machine. I don't care if it's a penny or $200. You give me a slot machine. And I like, what's his name? Forget it, I can't remember. But he paid off. He paid off with me.
Can you shake it for me when you leave?
Oh, you want me to shake it for you? Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean when we
Let's
leave?
all
We
just
oughta
get up
do
and
it
shake
right
it.
now. We gonna do it?
Let's all get up and shake it.
Let's just
for
shake
me.
it. Let's do it.
They need to play Shake It For Me.
I'm all about it. I don't know if they've got it queued up, but we should have done that. We don't miss out. Okay, we want everybody to stand up and shake it. Let's do it. Lead it. All right, here we go. All right, we need somebody to sing it. Where's Connor? We need somebody to sing it. Oh.
Sing.
I can't sing.
Here you go. We're gonna do it together. Here we go. Country girl, shake it for me. Girl, shake it.
Shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me.
All right, turn around, show them the good stuff.
There you go.
No, I can't turn around. My rompers
She
are
better not turn around.
This is going to turn into a whole different kind of show. Oh my goodness. You guys are so awesome. I'm really excited. Connor, my son, is going to get to go out with Luke Bryan this year. We're going to be on tour. We're going to go to some shows. It's going to be the best time. Tell me what you love most about the tour life. Do you ride on the bus very much?
Oh, I love the bus.
Love the bus?
Oh, yeah. But all of Luke's people, hold on, what do they call it? Everybody that works,
like his crew, his road team.
It's not a crew.
Yeah.
But everybody just loves everybody. There's no fussing, if you don't, I can't think what Luke calls the whole thing.
The LBO, Luke Bryan organization.
The Luke Bryan
that's usually what
organization.
they call it,
And
yeah.
if you're not in that organization and act like, then you can go bye-bye. So nobody goes bye-bye. And they're all so kind. And I mean, everybody.
He surrounded himself with really good people.
Oh,
for
they're
sure.
excellent,
Yeah.
excellent people.
Yeah. This family, you guys, does so much for so many people, things that you don't know about. Some of you do know about Bright for Brett, which is the organization that Caroline started in honor of her niece who had a heart condition and passed away very early. And they have done fundraising now all over the place for this organization. So check it out. It's really incredible. But there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that you guys don't know, and ways that they give and seek out needs and have used their many, many blessings to help so many people. So we just have a lot of respect and love for your family. And you guys just make it fun. And LeClaire, I just want to say to you, as a mom, you've been through a whole lot, and the way that you keep smiling and shining that light so brightly for everybody is an inspiration to all of us. You are, yeah, a true blessing.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that just don't give up. Just get up in the morning and smile. I mean, what can you do? You just thank him and get up every day and just say, I'm going to be happy today.
Thank the good Lord and keep on moving. That's right. That's right. Well, you're an inspiration to us all. We appreciate you all being here. I bet they might stand here for a selfie or two, and then we want to be sure we get them on to their next thing. But thank y'all so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. That was fun.